Hey Glendale, I'm Salem Gregg.
And I'm Maya Morse.
And you're watching the 8th episode of the Glendale 411.
In this episode, we will see Smallin Cave, senior advice, water lead levels, and more.
So stay tuned.
A historic hole in the ground has become a popular tourist attraction in Ozark. Phelan Caudell and Jamie Santner tell us more.
Smallin Civil War Cave is a tourist attraction located in Ozark, Missouri.
It was first opened for tours probably about 1962, 1961 possibly, but the grand opening was in 1962.
Well, I've lived in this part of the state for my whole life, and there's a lot of interesting things to do here, and the cave system is definitely one. And this cave has a lot of Civil War history too, so I found it quite fascinating, actually.
You start seeing that every cave is very different, and that's because of the way that they're formed. This cave is a huge river cave. It's got a 10-story wide entrance. And it's pretty. That big entrance, when you walk around the corner and see that big entrance, it's astonishing. It's a combination of unusual history, unusual formations, and just great stories about the local people and the pioneers.
It's actually one of Southwest Missouri's specialty things because the cave system around here is quite elaborate, and it's just a very cool cave. The history, quite fascinating.
This is a great place if you want to bring the family to be not only entertained and to enjoy nature, but to learn some great things about the state of Missouri and about this area. This is a great place to do it.
Smallin Cave is open every day at 3575 North Smallin Road in Ozark.
The Glendale Drama Department just held their annual spring play. Maddox Klingensmith and Caitlin Brady have the recap.
Our spring show is called The Ballad of Mariah Martin, which is actually based on a true crime murder that happened in England in the 1800s.
It's this girl named Mariah Martin who had a few relationships and then was murdered by her third soon-to-be husband.
Right, he'll visit you.
The scripts are from England, so I had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for them to arrive. And then my class, my drama 2 acting class last year, read the script out loud. We read it as a group, and then I had them do scenes from the script. I wanted to make sure that more people got the opportunity to perform, so we broke it up into a freshman, sophomore, and a junior, senior cast.
It was just such an important thing to me because I really got to show who she was.
7 days is so long. I can feel the sort of wilderness going up inside me.
My favorite scene, I had this scene where I was yelling at the audience, and that was really fun for me to do every single show, especially when my parents were in the audience.
In my ear and shot me once through the neck with a pistol. Then he walked across the...
Watching it come to an end and seeing the students say goodbye to the show is always special as well.
As the year comes to an end, some of our seniors reflect on their time here at Glendale. Jaden Barrington and Nathan Dills share some of their stories.
As seniors' time here at Glendale comes to a close, they're reflecting on their experiences and memories. Here's what they said.
Have fun, make friends, and try and be as outgoing as possible because it'll really pay off in the end.
Don't stand out in a bad way. It's not worth being funny.
I think the main advice would just be to get involved and join as many things as you can. You're able to meet new people through that.
Get involved with everything you can. You're gonna want a good resume and everything.
Something important to remember is that our teachers are humans too, so you have to be kind to them and have patience with them just as they have patience with us. They want us to succeed and they don't want us to fail. They want us to do the best we can, so just really be kind to them and create relationships with them because it'll help you in the future.
Do your homework. Don't try to push it off because the workload's more than middle school, so you can't always wait to do a project the night before. So just stay on top of it and don't fall behind because it makes it hard to catch back up.
Don't procrastinate your work. It's so much harder to get caught up after you've waited until the last second to do all of it.
Your future is like coming up, like you need to start thinking about like college and plans after high school.
I made high school more enjoyable by trying new things and talking to people I probably wouldn't have always talked to, just because like those new relationships and those new activities really help you to branch out and find fun in different activities in school.
Doing stuff like outside of school, like, you know, just playing golf, that sort of thing.
Definitely by joining as many things as I can, I was able to make more friends and make really fun memories through it.
Being close with friends and like just like making close bonds.
Something I wish I would have known is that it's okay to fail. Like, you might not be spectacular at things, which is fine. You can either get better or you can choose a new thing and succeed at that, but you don't have to stick to one thing or one path. You can do whatever you want and figure it out from there.
Just like stay calm, like it's not that big of a building, like just like the more you the more you get overwhelmed and like freak yourself out, the worse it's gonna be. So
That it's not as scary as your like teachers in middle school would make it out to be. It's actually not easy, but not that hard.
Attending the University of Oklahoma, and I'm studying public relations.
I'm going to the University of Kansas to study business and finance.
I plan on going to Missouri State University and studying communication science disorders to be a speech pathologist.
Going to college, we'll see where I go, but definitely college.
A recent test brought to light the high amounts of lead in Glendale's drinking water. Zach Brothers and Drew Harp have the story.
After SBS sent an email to all students and parents concerning lead-contaminated water, we decided to investigate.
They're not consistent in all of the areas. When water's tested, they test every faucet or drinking fountain in the building, and so they all have different levels of lead. And so there's not one number or anything that just has to fall within an appropriate range.
I am in culinary right now, so they have clarified it doesn't affect the culinary sinks, but when I first heard about the issue, that was a concern to me.
See, I used to fill up my water bottles in the drinking fountains. After I found out they were contaminated with lead, I started to buy a lot of vending machine water. It's ended up like taking a lot of my money.
I think labeling above the sinks was a good approach just to make students more aware of the issue. I think it's super concerning because of the effects it can have.
I feel like they haven't emphasized it enough and they haven't done much to prevent it. I think they should make it more public about the lead issues, and I think they should choose to mark off the drinking fountains and do something to fix it to prevent the lead from contaminating the water so people can drink water again from the school.
Over a period of time, the district's going to replace all the water sources that tested high. So that's happening now. Has already started a little bit, but it'll take time. It's just very expensive. So they work through that process, but it should be done hopefully by the time we start school next year. In the meantime, we should be pretty well covered because we are no longer using the areas that tested high for lead.
If you'd like to see the test results for Glendale or any SBS school, go to the SBS website and search Get the Lead Out of School Drinking.
Thank you for watching.
And make sure to follow us on all social media and to subscribe for future shows.
With the Glendale 411, I'm Maya Morse.
And I'm Salem Gregg, signing out.